कर्म विधि नाम अप्रामाणिक प्रसंग चेत. Same thing starts here also. Yes, I was the first sentence of this only. Karma vidhi naam apramanya prasanga. There it told anarthakya prasanga. Here it told apramanya prasanga iti chetna. The injunctions about the rights and duties will become totally invalid. No. Iti chetna. They can never become invalid. Why? अनुपमर्दित भेद प्रत्यवत पुरुष विषय प्रामाण्य उपपत्ति है स्वप्नादि प्रत्यय प्राक प्रबोधात. अनुपमर्दित भेद प्रत्यवत पुरुष विषय बिकॉज इट्स वैलिडिटी इज रीजनेबल. प्रामाण्य उपपत्ति, इट्स वैलिडिटी इज रीजनेबल फॉर दोज पीपल एंड द वैलिडिटी विल बी कंटिन्यूइंग forever and ever. With regard to such people who have not got rid of the conviction of duality. Anupamardita. They have not destroyed. They have not demolished. They have not got rid of the Bheda Pratyaya, the conviction of the existence of duality and reality of duality. To such people, with regard to such people, the validity of these injunctions of the rights and duties will be continuing. Just like a man sleeping. The validity, reality, existence and everything of the dream continues until he gets up. Swapnadi pratyaya. Swapnadi. The experiences that are going on in the dream, the reality of them, the existence of them, the validity of them will all be continuing until a person will not rise up before waking up. Prak prabodhat. Eva. Similarly is with this. Until the people are not going to get rid of their conviction regarding the duality as if it's existing and regarding its reality also, until then these injunctions will be continuing on them. This will never become invalid. Vivekinam akarnat karma vidhi pramanya uchediti chet. But he says the problem is yadyad acharti shreshtas tatta devetru jana. And this Shrestha Brahmagyani is not doing any karma. He is one of the Shrestha in the whole society. And if he does not do yajna and karma and all that, all the other people just see, oh, my guru is not doing, why should we do? This is what happened in this Kali Yuga. Guru Nanak came and became a great guru and he did not do anything and nobody does anything. All six completely they have given up. There are many gurus took place. These are all Kali Yuga Poshakas and Kali Yuga Pravartakas. Is it not? Because many, not in every what you call a state in the region, the whole of India you can see, many acharyas came who went against the Vedic system. They told directly that they spoke of Vedanta, but where they should not have spoken. For whom they should have given the Upadesha of karma, for them they said, give up everything. No jati, no dharma, no karma, nothing. All are one. And that has become all sampradayas there. Nowadays, how many sampradayas there in this country? All are, what are they? Varnatita, asramatita sampradaya. No varna and no asrama at all. Varna asrama dharma ki koi jarurat nahi. Not necessary. They were, I said, Vedatita. All these sampradayas are Vedatita sampradayas. Vedatita sampradaya. And there in Karnataka is Lingayata Sampradaya, Vedatita. In every state you find, Kerala you see that Narayana Guru Sampradaya is there, they go against all these things. And here Periyar Sampradaya in Tamil Nadu is there.
Now the Lingayats say they are not even Hindus.
Because they want to get to the minority. To gain the leeway part of those Lingayats. Ramakrishna Mission went to the High Court.
Correct.
And they got the decision in their favor. That they are minorities. Non-Hindus. Ramakrishna Mission people who are wearing the sannyas dress even now. Speaking of Vivekananda, Puri Nama also title is there. All the puja, arti, Kali Mata puja, they are doing, all system is fun but as Hinduism, but still they in the court, they are in the law, according to the law, they are now non-Hindus and minorities. And there is no difference at all nowadays. There is no difference between Hindu and non-Hindu. No difference.
Nowadays there is no difference.
There is no difference. All are animals. There is no human beings at all. You tell this, why you are not accepting that? That's the real truth. All are only animals in the form of human beings moving around. Manusha hai nahi. Manusha kahan hai? There is no Manushattam. If I was to become a human being, then we will speak of Hindu. Who is Hindu? पहले मनुष्य तो बनो, बाद में हिंदू है क्या? हिंदू मनुष्यों में हिंदू अहिंदू होता है, मनुष्यत्व तो ही नहीं है. The basic humanity is not there. The basic sanskaras are not there. The Garbha sanskar itself is wrong. It's anti-Veda. They are going against the Vedas and doing the Garbha sanskar. Just like animals, the Garbha sanskar is taking place. That's where is Hindu then? Where is human being?
My mom used to say something. Population increasing means before we used to have so many tigers and lions. They're all coming in the form of
Human beings. Isn't it? Actually, what is happening is, in this Kali Yuga, the people will take birth like this only. It's the Yuga Dharma it is. We cannot blame anybody for this. It is the Ishwara Leela to destruct this sansara. He makes the people go against the Vedas. And he gives birth to such people only from some other Brahmanda and puts you here. All people who are not fit for any other Brahmanda will come into this Kali Yuga here. That's why I say, don't think that after this Kali Yuga, Satyuga will come, I will take birth in Satyuga and become a Brahmajnani. Never think that. There will be no promotion, only transfer, maybe with demotion. Because Ananta Brahmanda is there. In some other Brahmanda, they will be starting Kali Yuga and will put over there then, if you don't study properly Vedanta. So we are depending upon those things only even, but still you see, because Shankaracharya and even all the Shastras say, Kali Yuga is the best Yuga for moksha also. The shortcut is there in this. Everything is a shortcut nowadays. Similarly, for moksha is a shortcut in Kali Yuga. Hare Nama Kevala. Kali Yuga Nama Eka Dhara. Tulsidas also tells. So, by the name of the taking the Om, the name itself, the Om, the name is enough. Just do japa of Om and meditation on Om, Mukti. Not need so much of penance and this and that. I daily eat bhandara, chak, and come on, do meditation on Om. The way you eat, it should depends upon so that your mind should be able to do the japa and meditation. That ability should be there. Yes, so such food we have to eat, that's all. If that is there, then that's why I said, Jite Rasam, Jitam Sarvam. If you control your tongue in eating, then automatically your mind will be okay. If the mind is okay, so you will be able to do japa and meditation, everything will be organized properly. Otherwise, this life is gone, waste. That's why here he says, the injunctions can never become a waste. Now the question was, Yadid Achar Shrestha Devatara Janaha. So according to that, if the Brahmajnana does not do anything, then what is going to happen? The other people also will do the same problem, will not do anything. Vivekinama Karanat. Karma vidhi pramanya uchchedit chet. No. As in because the men of discrimination will not perform the rights and duties. Surely, these injunctions about the rights and duties will become, the validity of these injunctions will become uchcheda, will be seized. The validity will be seized. Iti chet? No. Why? Kama vidhi anuchcheda darshanat. I don't know why Bhashakara says here, Kamya vidhi anuchcheda darshanat. That means what? Nitya Naimati vidhi uchcheda darshanat. Because Bhashakara is telling, Kamya vidhi only will become anuchcheda. That means what? Nitya Naimati vidhi will become uchcheda. This is what's happening also nowadays. All are doing puja, pata, karma for what? Only with some kamana. Without kamana, who is doing any puja, pata? Nobody wants to do Nitya Sandhya Vandanam. What for? Nitya Sandhya Vandana, Nitya Puja, nobody wants to do. Whatever they want to do puja, it is for, they will put spell and contract with the God. That you will do my job, then I will do this for you. हमारे काम करो तुम्हारे लिए करूंगा, और एक काम कर दिया फिर दूसरा काम कंडीशन डाल देगा. The second कामना is there, next desire. He has to fulfill even that. Just use like a servant. God is the best servant. No salary, no fight. And he'll be doing every job. Just doing arati to him daily, some mantra, pata, this and that. He'll be doing your work. Therefore, Bhashakara is saying, Kamya Vidhi Anucheda. It is not seen that the Kamya Vidhi, the injunctions related to the desirous rights only. Rights which are related to fulfill certain desires. They are not destroyed. They are not getting seized. They are still continuing. Because all people are doing their rights and duties for certain desires only. Therefore, at least that much portion of the Veda is not going to get destroyed or seized. It will be continuing. Whether the men of discrimination do or not do, many people are there, most of the people are like that. They have got desires, and to fulfill their desires, they will be doing the rights related to such things. Nahi kamatmata na prasasta ityam vijnanavadbhi kamya nikarmane nanushtyanta iti kamya karma videha uchidhyande anushthyanda eva kami bhiriti. You see, to the people who know thus, evam vijnanavadbhi, what do they know? Nahi kamatmata nahi, you take in the last. Kamatmata na prashasta ityevam vijnanavadbihi. People know, certain people know that identity with the desires, to become a desirous man is not praiseworthy. To give up the desires is praiseworthy. Therefore, to become a desirous man or identifying with yourself with certain desires, that I want this, I want that, is not praiseworthy. Na prasastata. Thus, the people who know thus, for them, kamyani karmani nanushthyante, those people will never perform any of the rights and duties for certain desires. Iti. Just because of that, never say that kamikar videha uchchidyanta. Nahi uchchidyanta. Now you take that nahi. It's at the beginning. Iti kamikar videha nahi uchchidyanta. Just because of that, the people who have got such discriminative power and they know that identity with desires, that means to become a desirous man is not praiseworthy for them, and may not they perform desirous rights and duties. But just because of that, no one can say that all these injunctions related to certain desires are going to cease. But anushthyanta eva kamibi. But surely these injunctions related to certain desires will be performed by the desirous people. Tatha, in that way, Brahma Sansthe Brahmvidbhir Nanushthyanta Karmaniti Nati Dudichyate. So in this way it is very clear now that just because the Brahma Sanstha, the Brahmvidbhi, those people who are established in Brahman, just because they don't perform any karma, you never say that those injunctions related to the rights and duties will also get ceased. No one can say so. Why? Because abrahmvidbhiranushthyante eva. Because all those people who are not established in the Brahman will surely will be performing all the rights and duties. Prakritim yanti bhutani nigrahaking karishyati. These are the things which the Purpaksha brings here. Therefore, a Brahmagyani also should do. This is what the Purpaksha says. But Siddhanta says, no, it's not necessary that he should do. Acha. Advaitavadina avashyam bhavani karanivrtirityuktam drishtantena vigatayin ashankata. परिव्राजकानां भिक्षाचरणादिवत् उत्पन्नैकत्व प्रत्यानापि गृहस्थादीनां अग्निहोत्रादि कर्म अनिवृत्तिरिति चेत् न. The same question now again comes in this Chandogya. Just like the Parivrajaka sannyasi, just to hold this body for deha dharanartham, to let this body be alive, he will be going for bhiksha. And while going for bhiksha, knowingly or unknowingly, he is following the rules that has been attached to it, that he will not take bhiksha from more than 7 houses. He will not take alms from more than 7 houses, etc., etc. Including cleaning also. 4 times cleaning and all such things will be there. As that fellow, a sannyasi, being a sannyasi, have given up everything, still is following certain rules and regulations, certain injunctions, in the name of alms and other reasons. Similarly, being a grahastha, being a householder, if he is a brahmagyani also, let him be in the house and let him be doing nitya karma. What's wrong in it? This is what Purva Paksha says here. Privrajakaram bhikshacharanadivat, as the sannyasis, the monks are going for alms, etc., even after utpanne kattu pratyanav, even after the conviction of the unity has arisen in them. Similarly, what is similarly? Grahasthadinam, even the householders, why not they should do the agnihotradi karma nivrittihi iti. Karma anivritti. That means they should be continuingly doing karma. It is not wrong for them to do so. Samuchesa pramanikatva nirupanayam pratyabhasa mulasya pravrityabhasasya na udharanatvam. Because the Tika says samuchaya, because here also there is samuchaya. He has got brahmagyana, a sannyasi has got a brahmagyana, and still karma is going on. Similarly, a householder also, he will also have brahmagyana, and karma can go on along with it. And for them he says it's okay, no problem. Here he will say no, it will bring bondage. Why is like that? He says, Richet, no, don't think so. Pramanya chintayam purusha pravrittira adrishtantatva. Major point is told here now. While considering the validity of injunctions, now we are not discussing whether they are contradictory or not. Whether jnana and karma, which type of karma can go along with jnana and which type of karma cannot go along with jnana, that we are not discussing now. The question that has been arisen by you is the validity of the injunctions. While we are considering the validity of the injunctions, it is not, you cannot mention here a person is doing that karma and there is no wrong with him, because a person's action does not decide the validity of any Vedic text. What you do, because of that the Vedas cannot become valid. A person's action does not authorize validity on any text. But because the Vedas are valid, we are following it. It is not because I am doing the Vedas are valid. Many people say, I have said so, that has been written by Bhashakara. What I am telling, that has been written by Bhashakara. Are foolish fellow. Bhashakara wrote before, then only you studied and now we are telling it. Similarly here also, if anybody says, just because the Brahmagyan is doing, therefore the Vedas are valid. If the Brahmagyan doesn't do, then the Veda is going to become invalid. It is wrong. Apurusha pravrittehe adrishtantatvat. Because a person's actions, his personal conduct, character or anything does not bring validity to the Vedic text. Therefore, when we are considering the validity of anything, of injunctions, etc., pramanya chintayam, when we are considering the validity of injunctions, a person's actions, and that too, which type of action was it? A sannyasi's action was instinctive. It is not programmed and planned. It is not by sankalpa, by resolution that I want to take bhiksha only for 7 houses. There is no sankalpa at all. because the Vidhi is telling to do me so. Without any sankalpa, as told in Chandogya, it is just because of the vasana, the past impressions that are there. That makes his body to go only up to 7 houses. It is not because of the injunctions that he has to go only for 7 houses.
But there is vidhi also.
That vidhi is there. That's why it is arthata siddham. That is following the niyama. But that does not mean that niyama vidhi is making him to follow. He is not accepting that I am a sannyasi and I have to follow the sannyasa ashram rules and regulations, and these are the vidhis and these injunctions are being thrown on me, imposed on me, therefore I am doing. That doership, the agentness is not there in him. Therefore,
he is cognizant of the fact that there are injunctions. He knows that there are injunctions, right?
He had known. He has followed those injunctions, performed those actions from many births to attain this experience. But after the experience, he has become Brahman. Whether he knows or does not know, it means nothing for us. For him at least. In the view of others only we can discuss that because we are seeing in that body is going to 7 houses. That means we are thinking, that means he is following the rules. We are imposing that he is following the rules. But actually, it is happening in that body, that's all. Because that I-ness and minus is not that. Bhashakar will come now to that point. Unless and until the I-ness and minus is not accepted. Swa and Swamitvam. This is mine and I am the owner of this. The Swa Swamitva Bhava, the I-ness and minus, until this is there, all the injunctions are imposed on you. Once this is eradicated by Brahmajnana, there is no question of injunctions are imposing on you. Therefore, here also is telling, because when we are considering the validity of injunctions, an instinctive action of a sannyasi cannot be given as an illustration here. Because he is doing so, and the Grasta also should be allowed to do so. Why he is doing, how he is doing, what is there behind it? When it's going to the depth of it, you know the reality. There is no I-ness and minus. There is no ego. There is no the agentship in him. And I am the doer of the karma. But it's not possible with Grasta. Yesterday only, before they told, because that parigraha and all that he has told, Swaparigraha, his wife and everything is there. Therefore, he cannot give up those things at all. Being there. And this fellow says, being in the house itself, why he can't be doing karma also, even after Brahmajnana. This is what the Purvaksha is telling all the time. For that, Bhashikara says, you have to keep these things away when we are discussing about the validity of any Vedic text. A person's instinctive action are not the deciding factor for the validity. It cannot be an illustration. And depending on that person's action, you cannot impose it on others also. You can't imply for others also. Nahi, navicharit, for example, is a very good example is give Bhashikara now. Because there is one mantra, it says navicharit. Don't do black magic. Tantra mantra, murder, surrender, and all this, maranam, all tantra mantra is not that. Maranam, akarshanam, vashikaranam, sthambanam. These are all cases abhichara. All tantra mantra. For that the word in English is black magic. The Shastra says never do black magic. Nabhichare. Iti pratishiddhamapi is being totally prohibited. But still somebody is doing black magic. Abhicharanam kaschit kurvan. Many are doing nowadays, not some. Many are doing tantra mantra, doing black magic. Just by seeing that, can you say that this mantra is invalid? Nabhichare. Iti shatrau dvesharhitenapi vivekena abhicharanam kriyate. By seeing some people doing black magic, can a person with a discriminative knowledge, knowing this, that abhichara, black magic is not good. And the other point is, he has no enemies at all. Shatrau dvesharhitenapi. Shatrau dvesharhitenapi vivekena. A man of discrimination, he knows somebody is harming me. Therefore, in the view of the general people, what is then happening? He is the enemy of me because he is harming me. But I don't have dvesha buddhi in him. If I am proper viveki, if I am a person with proper discrimination of nitya, nityagama पाना, नित्याता शिक्षा बात, चलो yes, give गाली दिया कोई बात नहीं, चलो कुछ बोल दिया चला गया, जाने. We may not care for it at all in any way. So dvesha rahitena, a person who has no animosity towards that person, will he also do still tantra mantra? Should he do? Should he do black magic against that fellow? But according to what you say, just because one person is doing, the other also should do. This is what you told now. Because sannyasi with Brahmagyan is doing bhiksha. Therefore a grasta with Brahma should do nitya karma. Because somebody is doing like that, therefore he also should do. Therefore I will also then say, if because somebody is doing black magic, even though I don't have any dvesha or anything, but still I should do black magic because he is my enemy. This is what you are telling. This is not right. A person you cannot imply by some person's instinctive action that others also should do so. But a person is doing. Why he is doing? What are the reasons behind that? What is conditions? In which circumstances is going on? Many things depend. Many things are there which are forcing that person to do certain thing. Similarly, there are many causes which make a sannyasi to go for bhiksha. And those causes are not in the householder. The householder not a similar condition, similar circumstance, similar, might be knowledge may be same. He has also got Brahmajnana, he has also Brahmajnana. Even after Brahmajnana also, being a householder, he cannot be got rid of the I-ness and minus things. Therefore, nacha karma vidhi pravritti nimitte bheda pratya badite agnihotrado pravartakam nimittam asti. So how you are going to say that a householder, once he is in Brahmajnana, still he has to do Agnihotra and done? Because once the cause for our pravritti in Agnihotra, for our performing the Agnihotra and other rites, what is the cause for that? Is a Bheda Pratyaya, the conviction of duality. That conviction of duality is badhite, has been demolished totally. Then Agnihotra pravartakam nimittam nacha asti. Therefore, there is nothing that can impel. Pravartakam is the impeller. There is nothing that is going to impel the person. There is no cause. The cause is being eliminated totally. The cause is eliminated. What is the cause? The conviction of duality. That cause is being eliminated by the non-dual conviction. Once it has been eliminated, now there is no such cause which can impel the householder to do the Agnihotra and other karmas. Parivrajaka siva bhikshacharanado bhukshadi pravartakam. Just like in Parivrajaka, in a sannyasi, in a monk, the person, the sannyasi, the monk, is going for the alms and etc. For that, there is an impeller. Something is impelling him from inside. What is that? Bhubuksha adi, hunger, etc. It's not the injunctions that's asking him to go for the alms. It's because of the hunger. And there is no such cause for a householder which is going to impel him to do the Agnihotra and other karmas. That's the difference between a sannyasi and a householder. Therefore, we cannot see the actions of a sannyasi, and depending upon that, we cannot imply and say that similarly a grasta as a householder also should do even after attaining Brahmajnana. And not only that, ihapi akarne prativaya bhayam parivartakam iti chet. Due to non-performance, the fear of evil, the fear of sins will be the impeller. It's going to impel him. That fear is there inside. Arey, that if you have fear, then what is Brahmajnana? What Brahmajnana he has got there? Abhayam vahi praptosi. Iti chet, no. Siddhanti says, the doctrine says, no. There is nothing such. Why? Bheda pratyavita adhikaratvat. This pratyavaya, the fear of evil and this and that, is all meant only for those people who have got total conviction in the duality, or thinking this duality is existing and is real. Only for them. भेद प्रत्यवत अधिकृतत्वात्. It is rightly obliged or authorized. Adhikritata means it is rightly obliged or it is being authorized, or the impeller is going to impel on such persons who think that this is my obligatory karma. So all such obligations or obligatory rights exist only for those people who are accepting in themselves the adhikara, that is the authority. They think I am a Brahmin, I am authorized by the Vedas to do this. I am a householder, I have been authorized to do this so and so karma. The person who has got such a conviction in him only is authorized to do these things. Bheda pratyavan, anupamardita bheda buddhi, vidyaya yaha sa karmani adhikarta iti avochama. I have told many a times before, Bhashakara says very clearly, that person is only entitled, karmani adhikarta, is entitled to do all the rights. Who? A person who has not destroyed, who has not demolished his bheda pratyaya, anupamardita bheda buddhi. By which? Vidya. By the knowledge of non-duality, that person has not destroyed his bheda buddhi, his duality, dual knowledge, the conviction of duality. Such a bheda pratyavan, such a person having the conviction of duality is only entitled to do all the obligatory and other rights. This is what has been stated before. Iti avochama. Yohi adhikrita karmani tasya tada karna pratyavaya. Therefore, a person is entitled to do the rights, and if he does not do, then only the evils, the sin is going to afflict him, not otherwise. Nahi na nivrittadikarasya. Na nivrittadikarasya. And these sins or evils cannot afflict to such a person who is not entitled, or to whom the authority is being seized, is totally seized off. The person to whom all obligatory rights have ceased, for such a person, these evils and sins which are going to happen due to non-performance are not going to afflict. Grihastasya brahmacharina vishesh dharmananushtani. For example, he says, you see, a brahmachari has been asked to do certain things, and a householder will not do that. A householder will not do that. It's not meant for him. Therefore, as and because a householder is not entitled to do those rights which has been entitled for a brahmachari, and a householder is not doing that, will the sin afflict him because of not doing? You will say, he is not doing these rights, but still the sins will not afflict him because he is not entitled for it. Similarly, I say here also, those who are not entitled for certain rights, even if they don't do that, sins will not afflict them. You have to accept this. Once you accept this, then you will say for sannyasi. For a monk, any right is not, and he is not entitled to do any of the rights. Because the causes or the nimitta that is necessary is what? The conviction of duality. That is not there in a monk. Therefore, the monk is not entitled to do any rights. And if it does not do, therefore, evils or sins will not afflict him. Yatha, eva means yatha. Yatha grihastasya brahmacharana vishesh dharma anushtane. All the vishesh dharma, the special virtues that has been entitled to be done by a brahmachari, and if that those virtues are not being done, not performed by a householder, the householder is not being afflicted by evils and sins. Similarly is with the sannyasi, with the monk. Evantarri sarvaha swashramastha utpannaikata pratyaya parivrat iti chet. Then he says, very funny questions coming up. If it be so, then anybody can become called as parivrat. Anybody can become a parivrat. How? He says, sarvaha, all people, he says. Swashramastha, even by living in their own stage of life. Utpannaikata pratyaya, in whom the non-dual knowledge has risen already. All of them can be called as parivrat, as monk. If you are a brahmachari, can be should be called as a monk, as a sannyasi. उन्हें भी सन्यासी बोल सकते हैं. A grahastha can be called a monk. A vanaprastha can be called a monk if Brahmagyan has arisen in them. Iti chet, no, it is not possible to say so. Iti tanna. Swaswamitva bhed buddhi anivritte hai. This is what I was telling you. Swa and swamit. This is mine and this I am the owner of this. Swa means this is the mineness. And swamitvam is the ownership. I-ness. The I-ness and the minus. Bhed buddhi anivritte hai. The idea of differences. The idea of differences. The idea of duality. The conviction of duality is very clearly seen in this I-ness and minus, which has not yet ceased in those people. Anivritte hai. They were all cannot become monks. Karmarthatva chaitara shramana. Moreover, it is very clear, all other stages of life are meant to do the rights and duties. Atha karma kurviya iti shrutehe. It is very clear in the same Upanishad that started now, it is those people are being discussed now, in which stages we are going to do the rights. Tasmat swaswamitva abhavat bhikshur ekayeva parivrat na grahastadhe. Therefore, it is only renunciate can be called as parivrat, as a monk, because there is no I-ness and minus in such a person. Therefore, it is not possible to use the word monk, parivrat, for grahastha and other people.